and welcome to Rainy Day Crafting, day 2 of my November challenge. Card for every day and a Christmas card. Okay, so first of all you need card of your choice. So obviously, you know, whatever size you want to do. You can do a huge card, little tiny cards, whatever. But basically we're going to be using ribbons. If you haven't got sort of a selection of ribbons and things, pieces of paper, you can literally sort of slice this up, you know. I mean, actually something like in here, although I'm doing Christmassy things, I haven't particularly got a Christmas jar. But you know, papers that are left over when you cut out things, all these would do, especially if it was Christmassy. Although, like I say, these aren't particularly, because this is sort of my first go at Christmas cards this year, really. Anyway, so ribbons. So we're going to be making a bauble on here. So what I'm going to do, what you need, got some of these dies. These are stitch dies, but if you've got round dies, if you haven't got any dies at all and you're literally watching this, very new to this, draw around something. You know, it's a circle at the end of the day. Okay, so what I want to do, I've got 2 of these which I should be cutting out for the edge of the bauble, but so I'm going to use the small one of the 2, obviously depending on what size you're doing, and I need to put this on my card. So I say make sure you've got it on the right way, and I want it to be, it's going to go through my cutting machine sort of about there, allowing obviously where, yeah, that'd be about okay. Okay, so it's got to be about there. So I'll try not to move that, because I did do one earlier and had to stop my video and start again. So I do this in live time, so I try and do these videos not so I'm spluttering, but you know, as quick as I can. So I like to sort of do them under 15 minutes if possible. So here we go. So let's just put this on here. Let's just make sure, Sarah, this time you have it in the right place. Yeah, seams there. Okay, that's ready. You can tape that down to make sure it don't move. I do try and just hope that by it not moving, I'll be okay. This, any sort of packaging, because as you can probably see, my plates are quite worn. This will stop potentially any impression coming from the plates onto the actual card. Okay, so through we go with this. What I'll try and do is do what I need to do with this machine first, and then I should literally put it out of the way. Okay, so that should have cut that out quite nicely. Let's have a little look. Scraps, do not bin it, because it will be handy for something else. What I did earlier. So now, so that's the card with the hole cut out. All right, I mean, obviously I'll put it down to the bottom because I basically want to put a bow up the top there. So now with my gold card, I might as well do the bits I need to do first of all. Is I now need, lost them, a piece of card. This is some scrap card, and that come packaging. Oh, sorry, it's probably very bright on there. Packaging with some card I bought actually, and they put, to make sure the card didn't get wrecked in any way, they put a load of packaging around it as well. So with that, I'm putting that on there. Again, you could tape them if you wish. And also, mismade it now, I've got this bow I'm going to use. This is just a tip, entirely up to you. When these come, they have these little metal things that you just take off, and they're all separated. I mean, I do, for example, keep bows on them magnetic like here. So here's all my different bows, and I label them and I hold them all in a box like that. But you still can lose little bits and pieces. So for the time being, unless I desperately need one bit other than the other, I actually leave those bits on so it keeps them all together. So what I'm going to do is then pop that, doesn't matter too much, on there. If for any reason you've got some of your dies don't cut very well or something like that, cut them on the because that, if they go through the machine at an angle, that gives a bit more pressure. So again, through we go. Bit of packaging, so keep your packaging when, you know, Christmas is coming, isn't it? When you start ordering lots more things online and things like that, and keep your packaging, because it comes in very handy for putting it between there, which gives that extra little bit of pressure on whatever the die you're cutting. But also it stops, if like me, your plates are started to wear a little bit, and I keep it unless I, can you see it's press, give quite an impression on that. I have a bag under my desk that I keep them all in. So now here we go. So it's probably very bright on the camera. Again, this one I don't necessarily need. I need that, but keep it because it'll come in handy. I can literally put these out the way now because they're finished with. Again, it's another how I keep all my hearts together. Okay, I will now sort them out before I put it away. And again, oh, it's normally got hearts written on there. So, and just store them like that. And then this is the bow, which, you know, if I just take it off, it's probably ever so bright under the camera because of the glisten. Keep all this because all handy, but that was part of the packaging. I thought, oh no, that's not going in the bin. So right, put this over here. Now down to the actual card. So remember, we'd got this piece of card that was going to go in here. Yeah, so that will get stuck to there later, so you want it in the right place. So now you can do it two ways. I'd be tempted, if that's in the right place, now with a pencil, lightly draw around there. Okay, on that. So now we need this. So what we need, this is some double-sided tape, and I've already cut some ribbon, but like I say, if you haven't got ribbon, use card, you know, some of your Christmas paper, literally some of your Christmas paper, you know, you cut into strips. I want that one to go in the middle with the Merry Christmas, because then I don't necessarily need to put anything else on, another sentiment on particularly, do I? So I did think I probably should have already had this on the back of this ready, but I haven't. So like I say, this is real time stuff. I always have, and I've mislaid them. I'm always, oh no, I haven't, my sticky scissors, because if you have too many scissors, they all, well, I've got lots of scissors, but they all get sticky, don't they? So this then double-sided. Here, put it back. This is why I probably should have done some earlier, but anyway, there's only a few pieces here really. Right, so pull that back. And I want to make sure that's nicely in the middle with that Merry Christmas, which is, that's about, okay, so that's there. Now I'll probably use some wider stuff on this, purely because it's a much wider bit of ribbon. You can all do, I don't think on my channel yet I've done anything on embossing. What you could do, which I'm not going to do today, but you could do this, and then after it's all stuck down, you could then put it through an embossing folder, which would then really sort of put it all together in a way, but with an embossed effect on it too. But I'm not going to do that today. But just for anybody who's out there, because, you know, make it your own. You know, I really enjoy giving you all the tips that I can. Let's just make sure. I might just leave it. Okay, nice and firm. It's already gone to the top there, so what I'm going to do is, I just get too many. I think I might just have that one there, or do, I wonder if that'll fit with a little bit. Maybe that's enough actually. And then, because that might just have to then just go at the very bottom. Okay, right, so no, I think what I will do, I will put that one there. So we need another bit of tape on there. Like I say, I'm doing this now. Oh, it's stuck on there, isn't it? With ribbons, but you can use papers, you can colour strips, whatever. But actually, it's very effective, as you will see, with ribbons. I can find this. That then wants to be a little bit awkward. It sticks lovely though. Oh goodness. Here we go. Once you get it, you're fine. A little bit there. I just want to make sure it doesn't. I think the trick is just getting, you know, to make sure that actual bit is as flat as it can be. A piece across here, but I'll get it upside down. Which is so again, really hold it down. And that is going nice butted up to there. And now where these bits are hanging over, that doesn't matter in any shape or form. You could cut them back a bit more, but I'm just going to cut them off so it fits. Got another pair of sticky scissors now, haven't I? And again this side. Doesn't look much like a card at the minute, but look at this. When you put this now into here, look at that. I've just got a little bit missing there. So with no ado, let's just stick another bit across the top there. I don't want only a tiny bit. I don't like to see that space with nothing on. So another bit. As soon as you get it, it's fine. It's just getting the little edge. So just to make sure, it's got a little bit of an edge there on that. So I just want to make sure. Nice and flat. Could just cut these bits off here. I haven't got any tape on them. But, you know, okay, they look higgledy-piggledy like that, but please don't worry because it literally is going to go on there. Okay, so now what I would do to make sure it's totally in the right place, double-sided tape across there. So about sticky scissors there. And here, just to hold it down in all areas. Okay, really sort of, rub it down so it sticks nicely. Across there. I'll be careful it doesn't catch where it's going to go. It's okay, I just don't want to be that I put some tape in the wrong place. All I've done now, peel these off. One, two, and then this one at the top here. Obviously the trick now is really take your time, make sure you line it up where it needs to go, because there'd be nothing worth sticking it down and then thinking. Right, really give it a good rub. Like I say, if you haven't got ribbon, feel free literally to use something else. Okay, so here and then probably should have cut those little bits off there. Okay, so that's the inside of the card, so it doesn't affect where you're writing on anything. It just gives it a bit more stability, to be fair. Now we're going to literally pop that on there. And remember this bow that I then done out with the die? If you're new to this, any of these dies you have, they have these tiny little holes in the back. So you literally pop one of these pokey tools, and again, you don't have to have a pokey tool, you know, put them on your Christmas list, they're very handy, but excuse me, something like a, you know, a big pin for sewing would do pretty similar. Okay, so here we go. So what I'm planning to do is put this bow, which that goes on there, that goes on there. Just need to now this stuff is brilliant. This, I need to probably get the packet out for you. It's called Sticky Specks. There's, I don't know how well you can see, ever so many little specks on there, and so like putting it on there, that will just, I don't know how well you can see, there is glue there, then that goes on there. Pop this back in here. I obviously use my see, I use it from one side until every little bit's gone almost. Not ever so expensive. I think about £6 and you get, oh, I don't know, 4 or 6 sheets maybe, but really handy how it does. So, and then that will, I want to do that. The only thing I'm missing, which I don't know whether actually this will be too much on the card or not, because I am a little, one of my sayings is less is more. But what I was going to do was going to put on there, which literally fits the card perfectly, which is great. I was going to put that on there, and then just all I need is a tiny little strip of the gold. Let's just put it to one side. Oh, it's probably ever so shiny in the... Oh, that's thicker than I want, actually. This one, I don't suppose I'm going to be able to cut that thinner than that. Let's try again. Try again, Sarah. I only want a little piece. Oh, that's because it wasn't in at the right angle. Let's try again. I might just try it that way. Yeah, that's big enough. I could have done it with I hope it's not too much gold on here. So then that's going to go on there. So I might as well use this, seeing I'm using this today. Let's just hold that thought. Oops! Oh, I hate when sticky glue's everywhere else where it shouldn't. Hold that thought, Sarah, because I want. Oh, it's now turned upside down. Where's that tiny little bit of? I don't know if I could have done a probably even thinner than that. Really. Focus nice and central to the card. Just cut this bit off here. Nearly done. I did think, I suppose it could just be like that, but on this card I'm going to put the extra strip on. I hope it's not too much. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room, but not much. Oh, no, not straight. Look at that. Yeah, edge to edge, perfect now. A bit late, but perfect now. I say, they literally, it's got hundreds of little sticky bits. I don't know how many of you can see it sort of glistening there, but it's quite clever. I know, you see that? It's now slightly. nearly done. It just looks as if that's slightly on the that's better. Now that's that. And then remember we cut this earlier. That will just, it's a little bit heavy on the gold really, but there you go. So again, might as well use the sticky pegs here, and this is what I'm using. Sticky sticky pegs, what am I talking about? If it doesn't stick ever so well, I might go round and put a little bit of glue on it as well. And there you have a rather nice card, I think. Okay, oh, I might just cut that little bit of this there. Okay, so made out of ribbon, so baubles, quite easily done. Till tomorrow, rainy day crafting, saying ta-ta. Bye.